This film also had the creepiest Santa. And you could,
Oh my god, yes!
I'll pick Andrew Garfield.
Peter 3.
Peter 3. Look, I put that on.
Ooh, that comic book filter.
This green ball?
This green tennis ball is Vecna, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about. Hey, Cinema Peeps!
Is this not the most fucking crazy shit you've ever seen in your
Have
life?
we just blown your minds?
I mean, my mind's blown.
I also have to remember not to yell into my microphone, so I apologize.
I can touch her.
Yes!
I can touch her.
We're
I can
together!
touch her.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness. I think we've talked about doing this for years.
Many years. And we've just... it just never came to be.
Let's be honest, we were just really fucking lazy. We would always say, hey, when we visit each other, we should clearly film a podcast when we actually get to visit each other.
Don't get me wrong, we do visit each other, but we just have too much fun doing other things that we end up forgetting about the
Correct.
podcast. And then we're like, well, scrap that idea.
We're like, well, that was a nice thought. And I'm not gonna lie, this almost didn't even happen today.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it yesterday, but
Y'all. We've been through some stuff today.
it's finally 7:00 and I'm finally warm.
Yeah. Yeah. My feet are finally not frinkled anymore.
We were outside where the torrential downpour was terrifying.
Yeah.
It's weird to have to tell people, look guys, it was really sunny all this week. It's been gorgeous the last month. Just now it decides to shit the bed.
Yep.
When you need to be outside.
Yep.
Because that's how life works.
Yep.
That's how it always be. That's how it always be. But speaking of adventures, we get to visit each other. We like to try to find little treats. Last time we went to the convenience store.
The which one?
The convenience store that had all the goodies.
Yes, true. I was going to say, last time was also Stampede.
It was.
So we had a lot of colorful treats.
And I think we were like, we should vlog it. And then we were like, nah. I'm just not good filming in public, guys. I'm sorry. Right. I get really weird. Yeah. I get shy. I'm like, I feel weird. Yet there's people who will just film whatever and sometimes hit me in the face because they're not paying attention to where they're going. And I'm like, sure. Like, I guess so.
Plus, I mean, we're not really like food vloggers or vlog. I mean, we did some vlogs before on the channel, but like we're more like sit and talk about movies people. So.
We are. We're chill gals. We're chill gals.
You know, we try to go out of our comfort zone every so often, but
never. Just kidding. But yeah, so we did venture out because we got the Krispy Kreme. We did eat a lot of them already. Yeah. So I think all that's left is the original and the lemon filled. Yeah. This box is gonna be the death of me.
Yeah. Ooh, ta-da.
We did eat the cake batter donut.
That one was really good.
I think that was my favorite so far.
Yeah, agreed. The cream filled one was good too, but that's just because I love a good cream filled donut. But I would say for ones I haven't had before, the cake batter one for sure takes the cake.
The Oreo. Sorry, we've been watching a lot of Hallmark films while we were here. Yeah. We also hit a big milestone. We actually watched a Hallmark Christmas film together in the same room.
Yeah.
We watched Hanukkah on the Rocks. Mm-hmm. It was good.
Yeah.
A little cheesy.
Yeah, but that's what you expect in a Hallmark movie.
Correct. So, I mean, overall, great time. Yep. And we've just been watching this really shitty trilogy, Hearts Around the Table. I was supposed to say Hearts Around the Round Table, but...
Ring Around the Rosie.
Ring Around the Rosie. It's a 4-trilogy film.
Yeah, 4-part collection where all the stories are somehow intertwined, yet we're still trying to figure out the timeline of how that worked out.
Every time like something would happen, I'd be like, what's the timeline on this? And all I could think was like Flash and like Marvel films. I'm
Yeah.
like, am I just conditioned now? I'm just like, what's the timeline? I need to know.
And usually, like, they fill you in within the first few minutes of the movie, so
my
you
God,
can be like,
yes.
okay, now I've established the timeline. Let's get on with the story. But I feel like they didn't really establish a lot of those timelines until like way further into the movie than it should have been.
Oh yeah, and a lot of those men were saying "I love you" after 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's a big old warning sign.
Yeah.
That is a straight up warning sign right there, ladies.
Red flag.
I kind of want to do the original.
Yes. Let's do
The
it.
original. Okay.
I'm gonna balance my mic here. Whoa! Oh. Look at that, guys.
There you go.
Wait for the crunch. Get some food ASMR up in this joint.
See, we're expanding.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
I was already raw dogging it. I don't think it's gonna be much of a crunch.
No. Just the icing.
I mean, I hear so this is the original, Krispy Kreme donut. I hear like it's better, like the best when it's fresh out of the oven. But honestly, like even day old, it still fucking slaps.
I honestly didn't even see how fast it took the glaze to like solidify. Because you know how sometimes, I think it's Safeway that does the glazed donuts and they're still really like liquidy. So when you like touch them, it's just like stickiness everywhere. Nothing wrong with a classic glaze.
All right, well, let's talk movies.
Let's talk movies. Woo!
Because, yeah, I think we were going to try to talk about... Because there was a weird day where we were just like, oh, there's a trailer coming out tomorrow. Oh, multiple trailers were coming out.
Yeah.
I think one of them, though, was, oh, what the fuck did Netflix call it? The Dumb? It was basically like a live stream of, like, all of their new projects. Oh. And, like... I think it was just like a fan service thing, and they were showing off like new trailers.
Oh, like a Comic-Con for Netflix?
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's why that one day I was like, why is there like so many trailers coming out?
Yeah.
It's a big reason was because of that. Okay. And it was called the Dumb because that's the sound it
makes. Okay.
Right. I read it and I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever. But I was like, it makes sense. But I was like, it just didn't register right away.
Well, yeah.
Because I think one of the trailers I sent you was Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes, which I actually don't think I ended up watching.
I mean, I'll be fair, it wasn't much of a trailer.
Yeah.
It was definitely just like a highlight clips of like
a teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to be optimistic. I really do. But I do just feel like, as I think the trend is right now, it's probably just a lovely cash grab.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be something me and my family will enjoy watching over the summer, so...
Well, I have to say, like, Adam Sandler's films, for the most part, are usually pretty good. And even the sequels, like the Grown-Ups movies, they're pretty good. Like, I have yet to watch an Adam Sandler film that I didn't enjoy, I think.
Have you watched Jack and Jill? I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot about that one. Or what's the one that he did with Andy Samberg? That's My Boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, okay. Well, the older classics, we'll say.
Yeah, he had a lot of good ones. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best, but I'm not gonna lie. The other big one that came out was Dexter Resurrection. I feel like it's a fucking fever dream every time. The entire time when they were announcing news, I'm like, this is just a fucking fever dream.
Yeah,
it's not real. I'm gonna wake up. And
it'll cease to exist.
Exactly. And damn, I was really hoping to read the last 2 books this summer. I know I'll definitely get Dexter the Final Cut done while I'm all away on vacation, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish Dexter is Dead, because I'm really curious how it ends.
Yeah.
And again, like connecting it to like New Blood and now this train wreck of a show. Again, maybe to be fair, was it Dexter Origins? What the fuck?
Original Sin.
Original Sin. Jesus, people, see, this is how bad I am right now. Like it did have its moments. Yes. We admit it did have its moments. Like overall, obviously, I think our problem with the show is why the fuck does the show even exist?
Yeah.
And I mean, that is going into Dexter Resurrection. I have the exact same thought. Yeah. Why the fuck does this show exist?
Right? like, as much as I know everyone really wanted to get justice for Dexter, for the way the show unfortunately met its end, I don't know if really bringing him back was worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe I'll have to go back and watch New Blood, but I really liked New Blood, and I really thought it, like,
yes,
finished it.
For what they had to do to try to, like, tie in the rest of the story from the original the original series, I think they did good. I know some people would disagree, but yeah, I think they wrapped it up nicely. So yeah, this other stuff was kind of like,
But yeah, we finally actually get. Me and Kendra were joking because every time we sent pictures or stuff to each other, it was like, oh, Dexter. Because basically, it felt like every time they made a new guest announcement of like who was going to be there,
yes,
like I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, they would be like pictures of them in New York, and I was like, and Kendra's like, are they just filming in Central Park? Like, are they not even filming? Are they just walking around?
it just looked like they took random photos of them off of Google and was like, look, they're on the set of Dexter, because there was no cameras around. They were just randomly walking around the streets. It's not like they were like in character. I don't know.
There was no connection. So, finally seeing the trailer, being like, okay, so the people are here. They are here.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And it wasn't in Central Park. That was the first thing I did when I said that to Kendra. I was like, hey, they're not in Central Park.
Yeah,
Lol.
yeah, that's true.
But from I don't know if we knew about this beforehand, but basically the trailer introduces Peter Dinklage and Uma Thurman, who's his bodyguard. Have you seen Atlantis?
Like the animated?
Yes.
Yes.
So Uma Thurman gives me the vibes of that blonde lady.
Yes.
Like that's kind of like her role.
Yeah.
Second in command, really doing all the hard work while Peter Dinklage does nothing.
Right, yeah. He's kind of he funds the things.
Right.
But she does all the
heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And so, early prediction, I think she's going to betray him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yes, we're introduced to like a serial killers club.
It's like the Avengers, serial killer Avengers.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like gathering them all up together to
do stuff. It was
We're
unclear.
unsure of what, yeah.
Because I think the trailer is mostly focused on the fact that Dexter is like, hey, I'm going to be in New York. New me. I don't need the code. Fuck you, Harry. Is the general vibe I got from the trailer.
Which, in speaking of, Harry does make an appearance, it sounds like, in this. He's back as like a voice in Dexter's head.
Yes. But then it looks like we might have a little B story with Harrison. And it looks like he might be doing some killing of his own.
With
maybe?
Batista?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
So, sadly, I'm more interested in that.
Yeah.
Because, again, I think we've both said this before. Like, I think that would just be way more interesting.
Right?
And a better way to continue the legacy of Dexter.
Well, yeah, I think it's just... It all depends on how they play this story out. Because, ending off New Blood with Batista finding out officially that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher was good. It was like, ooh, okay, so we finally get the truth revealed, and then they kind of left it on a cliffhanger. So if somehow that becomes the main-ish story to this, I think that would make it intriguing to me. And like, but it'll be interesting to see how they tie this like serial killer club in with that.
Yes.
Or if that's kind of like how every season of Dexter kind of had its own little thing it was revolved around, but there was still the main storyline going behind it.
Yeah.
So
I could see that.
yeah.
I also just want to make a comment that whoever did Neil Patrick Harris's hair hates him. The second I saw that, I was like, ew. I was like, just what?
Can't be any better than Matthew Morrison though.
Hi everyone, Matthew Morris here. Is this? Oh god.
Well, if you know, you know.
Right. If you know, you know. But yeah, not to beat a dead horse. Like, we will try our best.
Yes.
You know, we will give you updates. Because that comes out. That comes out next month. July 11th, the same day Superman comes out.
Yeah.
July 11th, busy day.
Busy day. Yep.
But yeah, and then July 11th, we got the new Superman movie.
Yes.
That I'm slowly getting more excited for.
Me too.
I don't know why. but I'm slowly getting more excited.
Although, did you see? I didn't watch all of it, but there was like a thing that James Gunn did. I don't. It must have been for like promotional content on Instagram where they were doing like a challenge with all of the. It was a bald challenge. They had Nathan Fillion and I can't remember the other two, but I think they were the other two castmates, and they were trying to see like how well they could pull off being bald or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, swipe.
That actually makes more sense now, because I saw Nathan Fillion had posted just like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And it was him in a bald cap.
Yeah.
And they were making comments about it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right? Like, I get they have to do promotional content and stuff like this, but I don't know.
Reaching.
Yeah.
Reaching for the fucking stars.
And the amount of times that Nathan Fillion's, like, made jokes about his bowl cut, like, for his character and stuff, I'm like, come on, guys. We get it. It's ridiculous. Let's just don't...
Move along.
Right? Let's not tarnish the illusion.
Last. Yeah, that comes out the 11th.
Yeah, and I'm also very excited because it came from Michael Rosenbaum, but he says he has a small part in the movie.
That's right.
Audibly, supposedly. Not visually, but audibly. So, if any Smallville fans out there, keep your ears open.
He's a robot. He's a computer or a robot.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Or he's Crypto the dog.
Or is he the voice of Jor-El?
No, I think he's the dog. I think he's Crypto the dog.
Maybe.
They're going to do like an inner monologue inside his head, and that's what it's going to be.
Or does Lex have like some like crazy flashbacks and you can just hear his voice in his head maybe? Because they both played Lex Luthor, right? So
he's his daddy.
That would be cool. I think they actually talked about that when James Gunn came on his podcast. He was like, I could play the dad. I could be the dad.
James, I'll do anything.
He just really wants to be in another one of his movies because they're good friends. So
that makes sense.
He's like, why won't you cast me in anything?
He's like, I have this podcast and I can use it to bully you, giving parts. Yeah. I was trying to remember, what was the other trailer I sent you? I thought I sent you one more.
Yeah, there was.
There was the Stranger Things one. But more
Stranger
just
Things kind of teaser.
Big fucking sigh of like, are you fucking kidding me? Stranger Things. Again, I'll probably enjoy it.
Thursday Murder Club.
Yes, Thursday Murder Club.
I'm very excited for this.
My mom keeps asking me, when is it coming out? I'm like, Mom. Mom! You probably get this too, where they're just like, it's like, you have the connections. Yeah. You know these things. I'm like, I know it when it's released to the public.
Right?
I don't have an inside person.
Look, I've got a guy.
It's called IMDb. That was my thought. Yeah, so I think, it's a movie. I thought it was a TV series, but I think it's now just a movie. Yeah. I don't know if they have, I was gonna say, I don't know if they plan to do the other books. Obviously, they're gonna, it's a fucking series. They're gonna fucking do it. But obviously they've only done this first one. Yes. And I will continue to say it. I think they cast Pierce Brosnan in the wrong role. Yeah. If for any of you guys who've read the books, if you haven't, you fucking should. Also, fun fact, the 5th Thursday Murder Club book is coming out this fall. Ooh. Very exciting. Nice. I like how he was like, I'm going to take a break, and I was devastated. And he wrote one book in between that called We Solve Murders. Yep. It's still good. I like his writing a lot, but I think I was just like, I just really want Thursday Murder Club. So it was kind of mean of me. But yeah, they're already back. So I was like, cool, you took 1 year hiatus. I'm glad that one break did it all for you. Yeah. But yeah, so my point is, if you've read the books, Ron is like an old Irish boxer. Yeah. He's been in a lot of fights in his day.
Yeah, scrappy man.
You know, I pictured him as like a much smaller man.
Yeah. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Like fit-ish for an older guy, but short.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you do shrink a little bit in old age, so that's what I imagine. Like he just kind of like shrunk down a little. He still has like this very much boxer build, but he's just a little scrunchier. And then they were like, "Yeah, Pierce Brosnan," and I was like, "What in the fuck?"
Yeah.
You can't cast James Bond. Like, that's ridiculous.
They're like, quick, who's an older actor that has an Irish accent that we can cast?
I don't even think he's Irish.
Like Pierce Brosnan?
I don't think he's Irish.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
he?
Yeah, hold on. IMDb.
IMDb.
I'm pretty sure he's
I thought
Irish.
he was just English.
I'm pretty sure he's Irish. I was typing Irish. Pierce.
Sorry, everyone. Oh my god.
To
be fair, I've
yep,
done that.
Ireland. He's from Ireland.
He is Irish?
Yep. Born in
Listen, girl, we're
I'm
not.
not even Drogheda, County Louth, Ireland. Sorry,
well,
everybody.
At least he has that one point, but he does not look, and even in the trailer, he does not look like Ron.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna try to go in and not hate him too much, but I truly think that was the wrong casting choice. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
Yeah.
And I mean, the minute I read the first book, I knew they were gonna cast Helen Mirren if they ever did something.
Oh yeah.
To me, and I know this is like an unfair thing. This is just, when you're reading the books, you have a certain look for all the characters.
Yep.
Like, she definitely doesn't look how I pictured Elizabeth to look, but I knew, from her mannerism,
attitude-wise, yeah.
it's gonna be Helen Mirren. Sure. No doubt.
Right.
But I mean, so far the trailer looks really cute. I'm liking it.
Yep.
So again,
Fingers crossed they nail it.
and then maybe we'll get more.
Yeah. Potentially.
Because then there was a little bit. It wasn't, and again, it was from the dumb stream. But they did release the trailer for the next Knives Out film.
Right.
I mean, it was like a teaser.
Yeah, yeah.
Teaser.
But I'm excited for that. That looks really cool.
Yes. No Dead Man Wake or something along those lines. Just jumble all the words together.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
I think that's close
Dead
enough.
Man Walking?
No.
Was that it?
I like Dead Man Tell No Tales. I think that's the new. If that's not, that is the new title of the film. That is the new title. But Yar. You kind of saw some of the characters, not a whole lot. You saw Mila Kunis. You see kind of Jeremy Renner, but he's in the background of a shot. So you kind of get a little pan of everybody.
Yeah.
And you mostly see what Daniel Craig looks like in this film.
Yep.
And the first thing that popped up to me was oh my god, that's the song from Until Dawn. That's crazy.
And some of the shots were kind of giving me Little Hope vibes.
Ooh, definitely. But that one again, I don't think comes out till November.
A lot of stuff coming out in November.
Yeah. It's a big wait.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking wait. And there's gonna be Hallmark Christmas films.
How are we supposed to fit that in?
And
Come
Stranger
on.
Things.
Stranger Things, guys.
Politely go fuck yourself. I will watch it. Yes, of course I'll watch it. I just I think I saw somewhere where they were they're 2-hour long episodes. They're movies, and I'm no.
Why did that become a thing for them? That's what I want to know. Because the original first two seasons were hour-long episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the longest was maybe 55, 59 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the shortest was maybe 49 minutes.
But then in season 3, right? Or 4, was it when they started?
4 was definitely
extending it?
really long. 3, I think, had a couple longer ones.
Yeah.
Hour 5 ones, but they still were released in the hour. I think they were testing it, because I think there were some that were an hour.
Because I just feel there was some moments that they didn't need to extend it for.
No.
That just seems to be the thing with all movies nowadays.
And I know I've said this before, but I truly thought that I was season 4 is the end. I had no reason to believe that, but I just assumed because the episodes were fucking so long.
Yeah.
I was it's got to be the end. But I realized, because I think that one was, again, they was one of the first times they split the episodes up, I think.
Yes.
They had the last 2 episodes that were hour and a half or something. Hour, 40 minutes. Something fucking stupid. And so I remember watching the first half, and it slowly kind of dawned on me. I was oh god, this is not the end.
It
this
was a
is
little
not the
torturous.
end.
Yeah.
So it made me a little more angry. And so the fact that these are fucking like, I really hope what I saw was just a lie. I really do. 2 hours for an episode. Like I know the joke was like, it's like a movie. I'm like, yeah, but
you're
like,
you're already
no.
committing to like what 8 to 10 episodes of a series. 8, I think, is for Stranger Things, and to add another hour into one of those episodes, like, that's a lot to commit to, guys.
And then again, I'm just really salty that like they're releasing like half on in November, starting November 26th.
Yeah.
And then another half on Christmas Day, and then the finale on New Year's Eve. Like, do you think I don't have plans?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't be mean to me about it, all right? I'm just like... Again, we're going to be watching Hallmark films.
Yeah.
Like, there's no time for you, Stranger Things. I'm sorry. There's just no time in the schedule. There's no time for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, How to Train Your Dragon came out, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yes. I was going to ask you, actually, because I thought I had heard a rumor somewhere saying, and I don't actually know if I've seen the original How to Train Your Dragon. But I was going to ask, did they cast the live action people as the ones who did the voices? Minus a couple?
Only one, I think.
Okay.
Only just one, I
Was
think.
it Troy Butler?
Yes, correct. I think he was the... I mean, I could be wrong. To be fair, I feel like I saw the first... You know what I think what happened is, I think I saw the third and final How to Train Your Dragon. I think I watched them all completely out of order.
Really?
I think I did. I feel...
I feel like I've seen bits and pieces of
Yeah.
it because it's so popular, but I don't think I've actually sat down to watch it full on through.
Yeah. I might be in the same boat as you, maybe. Oh. Because I know...
Free to watch tonight.
I have to figure out where to watch it. That's the next fucking struggle of life.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I must have, but yeah, under the cracks. But yeah, I believe Gerard Butler was the only one. Unless they had cameos, secret cameos that I wasn't aware of.
Maybe.
But I know him for sure. And then technically, I mean, I don't know. It counts, but like the director of the animated film
Is directing this one. Okay.
So I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it was very helpful when people were trying to shit on it for the usual dumb reasons. And he was like, shut the fuck up. You dum-dums.
See, well, I mean, this is always the struggle, because, I mean, yes, on one hand, it's like, do we really need a live-action version of this movie?
So they animated the dragon. And then they animated the dragon.
They animated the dragon again. We couldn't get a real dragon?
Right? They just did it again. Yeah.
But, I mean, what was I going to say? Yeah, if it's the original director, again, I guess it depends on what if they do anything creatively different to kind of like freshen it or whatever. But yeah, I guess we'll see what people say.
Yeah, I think I saw a Rotten Tomatoes video where they were trying to guess the score, and some of those people were like a little too optimistic. There were a lot of people. I don't know if they work for Rotten Tomato. I don't think they do. I don't know who they work for. It was one of the movie channels I was watching. So I don't remember who, but they might have been like employees of Rotten Tomatoes, but unclear. But they were going around the office. I've seen this video before where they're like, hey, do you think this movie's going to be fresh or rotten? And like, how much percentage wise? I've not seen one where they said no, which is kind of funny. I really want to see one where someone goes, actually, it's going to suck. But yeah, they were all giving How to Train Your Dragon like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, y'all,
like the actual critics were, or like the audience score?
I think it was the critic score.
Oh wow, okay,
that was their guess.
Wow,
I think only a very few people said 80, and someone said 78, and I was like, that to me seems more realistic.
Yeah,
78, maybe 80 if they really do something where
right.
It's like,
well, because and they do have a beloved fandom, do they not?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like that's gonna definitely make or break it for sure. But
I just thought it was like I was like, that's really high.
Yeah.
But they
Were
just
they getting paid under the table?
maybe it was actually free advertisement for How to Train Your Dragon.
Maybe.
But they're supposed to disclose that kind of information. If that's true.
Yeah.
If that is true.
Yeah.
But I guess it'll also, maybe it will, or, but I was gonna say maybe like with Gerard Butler like reprising his role in live action. I know that there was a thing that Dwayne Johnson wanted to reprise his role as Maui in Moana, the live action.
Yes.
So if this works, maybe that'll work too.
I just feel like, no offense to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I just feel like Gerard Butler is a more versatile actor.
I would agree. Phantom of the Opera?
And again, Maui's like a very short guy, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is famously not very short.
No.
So are you gonna animate his face on a smaller body? Like,
Right?
What is the plan?
Or are we
here?
just gonna suspend disbelief and have him, or we'll just like do the Lord of the Rings, like cheat the distance, like they could do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But again, I think the likelihood of him reprising that role is very high because I think he's the one pushing for the live
Right.
action Moana.
Right.
Which I actually haven't even seen Moana 2.
Neither have I.
I don't know if it's good, bad, in between.
I've heard it's half and half. People have mixed reviews, I think.
I'm steadily hopeful for summer. Steadily hopeful. But we'll see. We'll see how it rolls, people.
Yep.
But for right now, I think that'll do it for today's episode, mostly because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I want dinner. But yeah, this is crazy.
Yes.
This is crazy. But yes, thank you for listening and watching us on the couch.
Yes.
We actually had 600 more blankets that we had to move out of
Yeah.
the way.
We had quite the setup here, and we were like, do we just do it like this?
I mean, we kind of did, and I think we did it successfully.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
I think we nailed it. But yeah, let us know what you guys have been watching lately. I coincidentally, it's on the TV. I just finally finished The Resident, and I finished Big Mouth. So
Nice.
that's what I was up to.
I watched the first episode of Wear Whatever the F You Want.
Oh hell yeah!
It was very good. It made me
excellent.
smile, so it's good.
I'm gonna watch it with my mom.
Nice.
I like my mommy.
And did I watch anything else? I don't think so. I think that might have been the main one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Some days we don't have to watch everything. But anyways, guys, watch all the content, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Oh, we have to reach the camera now.
Let's see if we can do it.
Monkey, and...